Verstappen. He started second.
There he goes.
The Belgian, he got victory from 10th today.
I think it was incredible.
From the Armco. Before the corner arrived. Paces and Hamilton season.
From the moment he stepped into Formula One, Max Verstappen faced constant criticism. Too young, too careless, too aggressive. Fans, journalists, and even former champions doubted whether he would ever become a complete driver. But across his career, Verstappen answered those doubts one way, with the races that defined him. These are the 7 moments that proved Max Verstappen wasn't just talented, he was built to silence the world. Spanish Grand Prix, 2016, Max Verstappen's very first race for Red Bull Racing. He was only 18 years old, freshly promoted from Toro Rosso, and the world said it was too early. He wasn't ready. He would crack under pressure. But on lap 1, everything changed. The 2 Mercedes, Hamilton and Rosberg, collided, opening the door for a shock lead battle between Ferrari and Red Bull. Suddenly, Verstappen found himself defending first place against Kimi Räikkönen, a world champion with more than a decade of experience. For over 20 laps, Räikkönen stayed within DRS range. The pressure was constant, but Verstappen stayed calm. He managed his tires better than both Ferraris, hit every braking point perfectly, and never gave Räikkönen a single real opportunity. When he crossed the finish line, he became the youngest Grand Prix winner in Formula One history. Brazilian Grand Prix, 2016. The rain at Interlagos in 2016 was brutal. Cars aquaplaned in a straight line, visibility was almost zero, and 2 safety cars weren't enough to calm the chaos. This was the race where Verstappen's talent became undeniable. In the middle of the storm, he pulled off an extraordinary save on the main straight, a moment where most drivers would have crashed instantly. His car snapped sideways at over 270 kilometers per hour, and he corrected it like nothing happened. After a poor strategy call dropped him to 16th place, Verstappen started one of the greatest wet weather recovery drives ever recorded. He overtook 13 cars in 15 laps, slicing through the field with confidence and precision. When he finished third, people began calling him the best wet weather driver since Senna. The doubts about his raw talent disappeared that day. Third Austrian Grand Prix, 2019, critics said Verstappen was fast, but too aggressive. Then came Austria. A terrible start dropped him from the front row to 7th, leaving him with a mountain to climb. But Verstappen didn't panic. He began picking off cars one by one. Norris, Räikkönen, Vettel, each overtake cleaner and more controlled than the last. The race came down to a fight with Charles Leclerc for the win. With only a few laps remaining, Verstappen closed the gap, attacked, and completed a forceful but fair overtake into turn 3. It was a decisive move. The moment he showed he could be aggressive and calculated at the same time. That win rewrote his reputation. He wasn't reckless, he was evolving. Brazilian Grand Prix, 2019. By late 2019, Verstappen was still battling critics who said he lacked race intelligence, that he could fight but not manage a full Grand Prix. Brazil changed that. Max started on pole, but lost the lead when a poorly timed pit stop put Lewis Hamilton ahead. For many drivers, that would have been the end of the fight. But Verstappen didn't panic. He used the slipstream through the Senna S, sized up Hamilton over multiple laps, and launched a perfect overtake around the outside into turn 1. A move that required absolute trust in grip, tires, and precision. Then it happened again. A second pit stop shuffled him behind Hamilton once more, and Max passed him again. Clean, controlled, no contact, no mistakes. Even the commentators said, Verstappen is outracing a 7-time world champion today. A late safety car made the final laps chaotic, but Max kept full command, rebuilding the gap and winning one of the most tactically flawless races of his career. It wasn't domination by speed alone, it was domination by intelligence, racecraft, and total control under pressure. Belgian Grand Prix, 2022. Starting 14 due to engine penalties, Verstappen was expected to finish in the top 5 at best. Instead, he delivered one of the most dominating drives in modern F1. By lap 12, he was already inside the top 5. By lap 18, he was in the lead, and he won the race by 18 seconds, ahead of his own teammate in the same car. He overtook everyone with ease, managed tires perfectly, and controlled the race with surgical precision. This wasn't just talent, it was domination. Even his critics called it one of the most complete races of his career. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2021. The biggest title decider of the hybrid era. 2 drivers equal on points. Lewis Hamilton versus Max Verstappen. Hamilton led most of the race with stronger pace, but a late safety car brought Verstappen right behind him on fresh soft tires. On the final lap, Max made a decisive move into turn 6, taking the lead and securing his first world championship. The race remains controversial, but even critics admitted one thing. Max fought through an entire season with consistency, bravery, and relentless pressure. 10 wins, 18 podiums, hard battles every weekend. He didn't stumble into a title, he earned it. Miami Grand Prix 2023 qualifying went wrong. Verstappen started 9th. On a tight street-style circuit, overtaking isn't easy, but Verstappen turned the race into a demonstration of control. He ran long on hard tires, overtook car after car with calculated moves, and executed a perfect strategy window. When he pitted late, he rejoined behind his teammate Perez, then chased him down and passed him for the win. It was the day people understood. Even starting from the midfield, Verstappen could shape the race exactly how he wanted. He didn't need pole, he didn't need track position, he only needed a chance. From his shock debut win at 18 to his strategic masterclass victories in 2023, Max Verstappen spent years proving the world wrong. Every doubt, every criticism, every question about his maturity, aggression, or talent, he answered with results. Today, he stands as one of the most dominant drivers Formula One has ever seen. Not because he was perfect from the start, but because he grew, adapted, and proved himself again and again. Max Verstappen didn't just silence the doubters, he outdrove them every single time.